So hey guys, we're gonna do a quick video here on an attempt to replace the fuel level indicator, because when I turn on my Yamaha Fazer 600 from 1998, you can see how slow this one moves. The response is not at all what I'm expecting it to be, and it's actually gotten stuck up on the full a few times when I've been driving all the way down to empty. So we're going to open up the tank today, and you can see I have a 1998 Yamaha Fazer FZS 600, and right here you can see the new fuel gauge. Now it's not so easy to get hold of these. You will possibly find them on the second-hand market that I've done. I'll show you what this one looks like. Now this is the fuel gauge as it comes from a disassembled motorcycle. It sits on like this inside your tank, and as you fill it up, this rear floatant will move upwards, and it will measure the resistance as related to some pins that you have in here. I will show you them more in detail, but these are the pins that probably are not working correctly in my case. The gasket here is evidently it needs to be replaced, and I have a new gasket actually sitting on my fuel gauge that is sitting inside underneath the tank here. You can buy a new gasket, but you can't buy a new fuel gauge. So this is the reality of this old motorcycle. So hang on guys, we're going to start off by siphoning out the fuel, because we can't open this with the fuel inside. Here you see all the things that I brought today. I have essentially the minimal amount of tools. I have some containers for siphoning out the fuel. Good silicone hose, that's an important thing for you. A little bit of cleaning detergents, and that's all there is to it. And the number 8mm socket fits on perfectly on there. To be on the safe side, I'm going to remove the battery connectors now. That's it, battery terminals off. And as you can see, this does work, but there's something in between here underneath. There you see the connector to our fuel gauge. So we can just stick in our hand here and shut the tank off. So that's it. The tank should be off now, and then we have these two connectors up here. Now I'm just gonna let them off, and that's it. Second one, really push hard with the fingers, and we get that over as well. But before we do this now all the way, we need to siphon out what's in the tank. So there we go. Now how much do we have? Well, down there you see the existing fuel gauge. Yes, there you see it sitting. So this is when the really good silicone hose comes in handy. And remember, you need it so long that you get a good leverage. So here we go. I think I have about 5 liters, so I've got the 2 3-liter containers here. You can see the petrol comes out nicely, and I just need to make sure that I'm down in the bottom here. So I have to break off here. Good silicone hose makes a difference because you can tap it off like that. And I think that we've actually emptied enough, so we are below the level, and we are sure now, as you can see, that the level of petrol is below those two taps there, which we will release now on the other side. And that's the other one. Now we can fold up the tank, and the only thing that is making trouble here is the fuel gauge indicator. And it's actually quite easy to release this one. It just comes out like this. Just push down and out. Push down and out. I think this is probably an 8 as well. Yes, this is an 8. So here comes the old fuel gauge out. And you need to tweak it a little bit, and it all comes out, and then you need to turn it to the side to get it out like this. So that's all of it. Now we're going to use this gasket here on the new fuel gauge. New gasket, which I had on the old one, and this one is going to go in onto this one, the new working one, or the replacement one. Slide it all the way. Now the new fuel gauge will go onto the tank. So that's it. Everything is back in place, and we put the plastic tape on here that was sitting there from before, just to hold everything in place. So everything is torqued down hand tight, and we're going to engage now the level indicator. There it goes, back in place, the new one. And then we have these two. This one goes here, we just push it on there, and the second one as well. And we get them over the ridge. That's it. So we are now in the position where we can open the tap. Tap open again. And everything can be folded down. We know that this one is there, correct? And the tank is in place. And this is the 10mm socket. That's it. Now we got all the fuel back in the tank. We should be able to get the reading here. And it's slowly moving up. So it seems like it's working now. In the next few days I will know if this fuel gauge is accurate, but it indicates full tank. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this helps you in changing your fuel level indicator inside the tank. Cheers.